Hey guys, it's Hong from WILDCHILD Adventures and welcome back. And in today's video we will be installing a new instrument panel for the JK in the back. Now I've always wanted a digital dash, and I finally dropped the cash on this new dash. Well, it's not really new. This product's been out on the market for a while. Is the J PRO from Carobotar, and this is a really nice digital dash. So I just came in a few weeks ago, and I'm just gonna quickly unbox this to show you what's inside, and then we will transition over inside to the Jeep and dismantle the dash to get this installed. But it's pretty straightforward, so let's get going. There we go. Never follow the crowd. All right, nice. All right, so there's an activation code. Once you start syncing, you will need to key this in, and this is a one-time use, so make sure I don't lose it. So here are your instructions. All right, we will need this in a bit. So here we have the sync cable, so you will need to plug this in with the existing dash and have all the information transferred over. So you got two of them, one black, one kind of brown, I guess, and that's that. Then you have a OTG USB-C cable. This cable allows you to do some firmware updates, so yeah, better not lose that. Okay, and then you have a new button to replace the old one, right? Yeah, so the existing has the voice command on it, and that will go away when you install this. You don't really have to replace this, but I guess I'll do it. All right, and then here we go. There it is. Woo. Oh yeah, look at that. Can't wait to get it in. All right. Well, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else in the back, right? Yep, there's nothing else. And this is the back. Okay, all right. That's it for the unboxing. Now let's get inside of the Jeep. This is the old dash, the old instrument panel. Looks very dated compared to this when it's gonna be installed. So there's several things I need to do first. So this might be different for your Jeep, depending what you've done inside. So right now, because I have an aftermarket stereo, my dash trim right here, this dash piece is actually two pieces. So I'm trying to figure out if I actually need to remove my vector dock. Hopefully I don't have to remove this to pop this out. I might need to just kind of just loosen up this area, because there are a bunch of clips here, a few clips to actually clip onto this piece. So I'll have to remove the stereo a bit, and hopefully not a lot, because I really don't want to remove this. So this panel is pretty straightforward. You can just pull at it. Just make sure you don't have any other things attached, like other cables, I mean. So you just throw some back there. this screw here is a 7mm. So I gotta remove this portion, my stereo. So the easy way is to use a pry tool like this, and then just pry this off. Right, just like that. There's another 7mm there that will allow you to just remove this panel right here. All right. There. All right, and then gently just pop this out. Okay. Like I mentioned before, I have a few clips here, and hopefully I don't need to remove the vector dock. Let me see, grab my pry tool. Let's see if I can do this without. I gotta open the door. It is cold, guys. Make sure you put your steering wheel down. Got one side out. Let's see. There we go. All right. Just like that. This piece is out. Let's put this on the back here. The fun part begins. Now you have two more screws. You have that screw right there, and then you have this one right here to remove. Okay, I think that is a 7 as well. Where is my... There are two more screws down there, and there's one there and one over here. I'll have to pop out. All right, there we go. All 4 screws are removed. Now I believe we can detach the dash out. There, you can one black, one brown. Oh, come on. Gentle. Okay. Okay, these cables are just pretty tight in here. Okay, there we go. So, out with the old. All right, so these going one way. All right, so we're gonna put that there. Black one. And this one goes here onto the side. All right. Then we need, okay, new dash. Okay. All right, so we need the brown. So these are, you can't mess these up. There's no way you can mess this up. They all go in one way. So, all right, so this one goes here. Okay, put that in. Okay, I believe that's it. Now just let turn the ignition on. There we go. Now I need to key in the activation code, which is a one-time use. This is up. There we go. And now it's syncing. Please remove the sync cable and Okay. Okay, let's turn this bad boy up. There we go. There's the loading screen. Woo! Kind of blurry. Sorry. Yeah, it looks pretty dope, guys. So the only thing left I gotta do is install the new control. As you can see, it's a little different. As you can see, it looks a little different, right? So there's no more voice command. And then what else is there? It's a little menu. Menu is going to be a little different. Let's get this buttons installed, which I need to remove the airbag now. So I need to disconnect the battery and do this carefully. This is not going to be fun. I'm not looking forward to doing this because it is the airbag and I don't want to pop it. So I'm going to go disconnect the battery and be in here shortly. All right. Guys, so in the engine bay now, I have a Genesis dual battery setup. So I'm going to have to remove both the negative ends to actually disconnect the battery. So your setup is going to be different depending what you have. So if you have a dual battery setup, you got to remove both the negatives, and if you don't, you have a single battery, you just have to move the single negative terminal. So yeah, this, I'm not going to have fun getting in there. This one should be a little bit easier. All right. Yeah, this step is pretty important. All right, one done. Alright, so I have these plastic caps to just make sure, and then I'm just gonna put a towel under here just in case if anything touches. Trouble is real with this one, guys. This one is not fun to remove. Good. Put the little plastic nub on. Again, another towel just in case. Okay. All right. So technically, nothing should be on. Let me just quickly test the lights. All right. So lights are not coming on. So everything's disconnected. Now the fun part. Now to remove the airbag, you need to get in here. Let me see if you can see it on this side. It should be right up here. There's a screw. There's a 10 millimeter here, so you need to remove this and move the one adjacent over here. You're gonna remove this one. Where is it? Right there. So you remove this, and then you can actually remove the airbag. All right, let's get this going. All right, that's one bolt. Let me make sure don't lose that one. All right, so both screws are removed, and now I want to gently remove this. There's a black cable right there. Got to disconnect that, And then there's this yellow one, and there's this yellow black that you have to disconnect. Gotta just slowly do this and not break any tabs. Just take your time and everything should be okay. Okay, black one's done. Now, not sure how this one gets removed. Okay, so you gotta squeeze on the tab and lift up. Squeeze on the tab and lift up. Oh, okay. Whew. So the next screws I need to remove are these 4 Torx screws. And then there's 2 Phillips, I believe, that is behind here somewhere that I need to pop out. So then I can just remove this whole section. Holy shit. Why can't they just use regular screws like the rest of the Jeep? Alright. Okay, so all the screws are out. So there's 2 clips here, back down here. I don't know if you can see it. And I just have to kind of slowly pry it open. Where's my pry tool? Go. Do this slowly so I don't break anything. This is all plastic. Oh shit. Okay. Nope, nothing broke. Just needed a little persuasion. Alright, great. Now, what do I need to get this out? So what we got here, another black cable, just have to unplug that, and 3 more Torx screws, I believe. I'm not sure what size that is, but I can I'm trying not to bend this. There we go. So that's gone. Hex, what do we call it? Anyways, it's 2 millimeter, and you just want to do this carefully. You don't want to strip it. Don't lose the screws either. Okay, so let's pop this off like that. Easy to pop off. Then you take the new one. Just the new one. Make sure. All right, just slides back on like that, and screw everything back in. Where did I throw it again? Where is my tool? Oh, there you are. Okay. Okay, buttons are all working. Okay, and just gotta reconnect it. Put the, in and out, in and out. Make sure it's in. Okay, everything is in. Now we just pop it back in. Okay, now how's this? This is like this. All right, so let me just show you again. So you have the yellow and the black, and then there's like another black connector there. And you can't mess these up. They only go one way, and they made it color coded so you can't mess this up. All right, so let's put this back in. Whew. Okay, now we got to carefully make sure nothing gets pinched. Everything is almost done. I just replugged the battery in, and I'm just gonna make sure everything is working. All right, so dash is coming on, as you can see, the loading screen. Oh, there we go. Pretty nice. All right, so what I'm gonna do now, before I actually go into the settings and all that, is I am going to button everything back up together. Everything is disassembled. It is getting really cold out here. As you can see, it's only 1 degree, and my toes are a little bit frozen. So I'm just gonna button this up. But I am very impressed. The Jeep looks updated. They do have the K1 stereo system that integrates with this, which you can actually swap things back and forth at ease, but I am not gonna go with that. I like my 10-inch screen here. The K1 is a little bit smaller, I believe, but yeah, that's it for here. So let me just button everything back together, and we'll go from there. But this looks sick. This looks awesome. Hey guys, all right, we are back in the Jeep. As you see, everything is a button up, so I thought I'd just close off the video with my thoughts and maybe just go over a couple of things with this dash, just trying to get this all in view. But overall impressions, I think this is pretty cool. It makes the Jeep look really updated compared to the old 70s looking dash or whatever you guys think that really belongs in. But this is how it looks. This is the main mode, or the main screen. There are 5 different backgrounds. I'm trying to set this so it doesn't move around. All right, so this is the main background. So there's 5 different ones, like I said earlier. So this is the main tab. So there are a bunch of tabs at the top. So I'm just going to quickly go over them. There are 5 of them. So here is the road mode, climb mode. It looks pretty cool. I think that may be like what, Utah or something, but it looks pretty cool. And the next one is your snow mode. And there you go. You have a little, I think that's a little Yeti or something in the background there. But yeah, it looks dope. And it does show you all your temperature gauges for your different fluids, so that's pretty neat. Then your mud mode, nothing really special, but you know, looks pretty cool. Specks of mud on the side, you know, you have one here and one on this side, so nothing really cool, but you know. And then the last one is the sand mode, and here we are in the Sahara, and again, looks pretty much like your, the snow mode with all your dials and all that. So yeah, so whatever you feel like, you know, for that day, you know, you can change your background. But none of these modes make a difference. It doesn't make your Jeep do better things, or it doesn't make it go faster or save gas or anything. It's just for looks and informational, depending on what you want to see that day. So pretty cool. I do like the sand mode, or the the snow mode, or was it the climb mode? Yeah, I do like the climb mode. I wish it had more dials on this one, but maybe in the future update they will do that. But this mode is one of my favorites. The road mode is very, yeah, you know, looks very boring, right? So when you're moving, the Jeep actually looks like it's moving, right? So, but yeah, that's you know, the gist of most of it. The rest of the stuff is very basic. You know, this drive line tab shows you if you're in 4-wheel drive or non-4-wheel drive, and it's pretty cool when you turn your tires; they actually turn red. So it's pretty neat. It does show you your PSI and all that on your tires if you have TPMS sensors on your wheels. Pretty, you know, it will show that. And then you have your media tab, which will show you what's playing and all that. Then your next tab is your navigation. This will show you, you know, where you are. If you have, if you're going somewhere and you have it set to your maps, it will show you turn by turn and all that. So pretty neat. Unfortunately, this does not work on my setup or current setup because I don't have a compass module, and this is not hooked up to any GPS sensor, right? So that's too bad because this dash does not sync with my stereo. So, you know, it should work technically, but you know, I don't know. The CAN bus that's the manufacturer supplied with my stereo is an aftermarket. It's not the latest and greatest, but I think if I switch to a Maestro CAN bus, it probably would fix this. So, but I'm not spending you know, $100 for you know, to get this compass to work. So no big deal, because you know, my stereo does have the compass showing working and all that, so I don't really care for this tab here, right? And then the next tab is your maintenance tab. This is where you get to set alerts for your different fluids. So you can set that to when to your liking, to when you actually do some changes and all that. So pretty cool. What else is there? The next tab is the settings. This is where you get to set your units for your Jeep, display settings and all that. This one is for your AC vents. If you have other vents that have LED lighting, you can have it synced up to here. And this is the fault code section here. As you can see, I do have coolant thermostat that I need to fix. So you have more than one fault code, it'll show up here, so you can go through all of it. A lot better than the old one where you have to do, you know, you have to quickly turn your key on 3 times or something like that, and then it kind of shows you a little number somewhere. It shows everything is shown here, so it's pretty good. I like it. And what else is there? Some more car info, your temperature for your fluids and all that. Again, more basic information shown here. A lot of this is shown in your different modes, but yeah, again, here you can set up your time and all that. Device info, so this stuff is very basic. And then here again, alarm settings and how your Jeep reacts depending on what you do. What else is there? Again, like I mentioned, unit display, right? So depending where in the world you are, you can set this to accommodate that area. And of course, driver's seat location, you know, compass settings. This, I'm not sure what it does, but it's here if you need it. And then I guess here's a demonstration mode, and that's pretty much it. And the last tab is your vehicle info. Again, this tab, I think it just displays what the Jeep does when you open the door, you know,
depend on how and what lights come on and what lights, you know, how if there's a delay, timing and all that. But pretty basic stuff. I guess that's pretty much it. So yeah, overall I like it. Pretty cool. Now I just need to customize. Do some customization, because you can change all this. You know, you can change the look of the Jeep and all that, the color of the Jeep and whatever background. So just have to dwell into that, and you can change it a bit more. But overall, I love it. Okay, guys, so that's pretty much it for the Dash. My overall thoughts: I love it. It does make the Jeep look a bit newer, even though it is 11-year-old Jeep. So, but there are a few things that I wish they could fix. For instance, the font on this Compass. I wish they would change it to to the same font they use around the Dash here. It's just a little awkward that they use. I think it's Times Roman. So I wish they would just change that, and so it actually flows. I think other than that, even when you start up the Jeep right here, Times Roman doesn't look well with this, but you know, how often am I on the screen, right? So, but you know, maybe next update they can change this to match the rest of the fonts they use. Like for instance, even this side. If they matched it with this font, then it'd be pretty cool. But I don't know, just for some reason, this font, I'm not liking it. But that's just the first world problem, right? So other than that, everything is working. Everything's pretty cool. You know, there's nothing I don't like. All right, guys, we are at the end of the video. You know, there's not much cons about the device at the moment, at least. So far, everything seems to be working. Well, besides the Compass and I think the music not displaying because it does not sync over. Well, that's not their problem. It's more of because I have an aftermarket stereo, so no biggie. The only cons is like if you do your review of this company, it's hard to get support from them. So it's risky just to put out there. If you go read the forums and all that, it's really hard to get a hold of any support. It might take a little bit longer. You know, they'll come and talk to you for a second and then they'll disappear. So, but other than that, fingers crossed that this doesn't have any issues. As for the install is pretty easy, pretty straightforward. You can't mess it up with the cables because they all go in one way, and everything is color coded, so it's pretty straightforward. The only hard part, the scary part, is removing the airbag. You do need to be very careful when you move it, and not break any the tabs on the cables that you remove. But other than that, oh yeah, making sure you disconnect the battery, the negative terminals, so that everything doesn't get messed up. But yeah, doing the airbag is probably the hardest and scariest part of this install. So, oh yeah, I guess that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy the video, please hit like, subscribe for future videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.